Now on Good Morning Northwest, new information coming in this morning in the disastrous mid-air collision over the Potomac River. The flight data recorders have been recovered. We are tracking the latest developments.
It is a weather alert day with rain and snow currently falling. Who gets what and how much coming your way?
And an accused child killer tracked down nearly 200 miles away. What we know about his extradition to Spokane from Missoula, Montana. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie Grant has the morning off. It is the final day of January. It is Friday, the 31st. Let's begin with a weather alert. Mark Peterson here tracking that first alert weather.
And we're tracking the snow, the rain-snow mixed, and the snow. So there's a live look outside. We got snow on the roads for the morning commute as you head north into the Deer Park area and also westbound around Davenport. We're expecting to see a continuation of warmer air. So it's warmer now than anticipated for the morning hours in around Spokane. But we do have the snow in Newport, Deer Park, Rathdrum, and it continues to make its way up north. They're going to get several inches of snow. We're going to see this trend continue. Right now into the West Plains, it's 35 degrees with the rain. We do have snow into Coeur d'Alene, and it's 32. It's light, but it's going to be going on through the day. We'll get a break, and then we're going to get some more coming in. Here's a look at the 4 things we want you to know. We do have a weather alert today because of the wet morning commute. We just want you to allow more time. Take it easy. Afternoon rain here in Spokane. Certainly the gusty winds tonight, gusts to 45 miles an hour. So if you got anything outdoors that's going to blow over, bring it in. Radar and satellite, you see this is extensive. It goes all the way west. We do see that snow. We see the rain-snow mix or freezing rain in some areas. Today, temperatures very mild into the mid-30s, warming to 38, and we'll be there throughout the dinner time into the evening hours. So it is going to be a very mild day with a lot of wet weather around it.
The man accused of shooting and killing a Peppersack Middle School student will soon return to Spokane. Glenn Dylan Berkey made his first appearance in a Missoula County court. He fled to Missoula after Saturday's shooting. That is where police arrested him Wednesday. He was wanted for firing into a house in Hilliard with one of the bullets hitting 13-year-old Gavin Looper. Looper died shortly after. Berkey told the judge he wanted to waive his right to extradition in Spokane, giving police here the green light to pick him up as soon as possible. He's charged with murder and assault in the 2nd degree as well as drive-by shooting. SPD says it'll keep us updated on plans to get Berkey back to Spokane. The city of Spokane and Spokane County are at odds over a bill that would change how 911 communications are funded. Emergency communications are partially funded by an excise tax, which is currently based on population. House Bill 1258 would determine that tax by call volume instead. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown says she wants a system that is fair to the city.
This House bill is about fairness, fiscal responsibility, and public safety.
Says the city is already working on developing its own 911 dispatch center after Spokane Regional Emergency Communications voted to exclude the Spokane Fire Department from its services. We are getting new information this morning about the air disaster over the Potomac River. Crews will work in the rain today at the scene where an American Airlines regional jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter collided and crashed into the water. Here's ABC's Nicole D'Antonio.
This morning, the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, known as the black boxes, have been recovered from the American Airlines plane that collided with a Black Hawk helicopter over the Potomac River.
We'll be able to put it in space and time, exactly what headings were they on, what airspeeds were they flying, what was their attitude, and a lot of other information that may help us understand the accident.
The Army helicopter on a training flight crashed into the passenger jet as the plane was landing at Reagan Airport. All 64 people on board the plane and 3 soldiers on the chopper are presumed dead. Dive teams have stopped operations after saying they've recovered all the bodies they're able to without moving the plane's fuselage. Today, they begin the work of trying to salvage aircraft components.
We look at facts on our investigation, and that will take some time.
In the final moments of the flight, air traffic control asked the pilots of the plane to land on a different runway. Radio traffic does not reveal whether the plane's pilots saw the helicopter, but a helicopter pilot can be heard acknowledging the plane. And the flight path shows the chopper flying at about 350 feet when it should have been flying at under 200 feet. One expert says early indications show a tragic sequence of events, suggesting the helicopter pilots were looking at the wrong plane. It's unclear how many air traffic controllers were working at the time of the crash, but an FAA report says staffing in the tower was not normal. Sources say the controller handling helicopters in the area during the collision was also handling airline traffic. Those jobs are typically assigned to two separate controllers, but supervisors routinely combine them when aircraft volume goes down. On the night of the crash, the decision to combine those jobs was made 40 minutes earlier than usual because of lighter traffic. Safety concerns have been increasing in the airspace around Reagan Airport. The airport was designed to accommodate 15 million passengers each year, but now sees more than 25 million a year. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News in Arlington, Virginia.
New fallout this morning over President Trump's suggestion that DEI programs may have played a role in the crash. Trump also claiming that under the Biden administration, the FAA pushed for the hiring of people with disabilities.
They include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism all qualify for the position of a controller.
A former FAA official disputing Trump's claim, saying DEI and similar programs do not apply to the hiring of air traffic controllers, saying anyone applying must meet the same rigorous standards, whether they are disabled or not. Under the first Trump administration, the FAA released a workforce plan saying it would, quote, continue to promote and support the hiring of people with disabilities and targeted disabilities. Those standards include passing a medical exam, aptitude test, and psych evaluation, which is more stringent than what's required of a pilot. All 67 people involved in the crash are presumed dead, and this morning we are learning more about some of the victims of the tragedy. We'll share details and reaction from family members coming up in the next half hour. New on Good Morning Northwest, an arrest made in a Spokane Walgreens robbery. The man accused of robbing a North Spokane drugstore this week is now in the Spokane County Jail. Investigators say the man on your screen is 57-year-old Zephyr G. Strandy. Sheriff's deputies say he pointed a gun at an employee and demanded drugs, then left the store in that blue pickup truck you see there. Detectives later found Strandy was borrowing the truck when the robbery happened. Deputies arrested him at a home on North Crestline and booked him into the Spokane County Jail for first-degree robbery. He's being held on a $45,000 bond. Good Morning Northwest time is 6:07, and Mark is back. You are tracking where we're seeing what?
Mount Spokane has an inch of snow. We're reports of snow all the way into Newport as we head north on Highway 2. So snow-covered roadways, which means we got to take it easy. We take a live look now, and you can see we've got moisture falling. It's different depending on where you are, so allow that extra time, please.
Special construction projects about to finish up at a local elementary school. Coming up, the excitement is growing, and that's not all that will grow there. And from growing to sinking, what's believed to have caused this giant sinkhole and the rescue mission for a man trapped in it. Just ahead on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Not again, Mom.
Looks like this will be your last year with season tickets, huh? Oh. Let's iron out this big mess. Yeah?
I'm calling the swap team.
Wait.
At Craig Swap & Associates, we want to make sure that you're really winning. We get you compensated, and we don't receive a penny until you get paid.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
This President's Day, we're celebrating big savings at More Furniture in Spokane. It's the perfect opportunity to transform your home at prices that even Washington would approve. You'll find incredible deals in every department in our showroom. Elegant beds fit for a president, leather recliners for relaxing in style, and statement dining sets perfect for your next cabinet meeting. All in stock and ready for immediate delivery to your home. Don't miss these historic savings. Visit More Furniture at 1201 North Division in Spokane today.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
New year, new ride?
Yeah, we've been helping people find theirs since 1983.
Exceeding expectations is what we do here. Come see us at George Gee Kia, Spokane.
Make your ride the new 2025 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive, starting at just $299 a month.
Choose George Gee Kia Spokane for your new ride.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
Good morning and welcome back. It is 6:11 on the nose. Here is a live look at what is happening this morning on Good Morning Northwest. It was a tough day of questioning for 3 of President Trump's most controversial nominees. His picks for FBI Director, Director of National Intelligence, and Health Secretary, all facing questions from senators. Health Secretary nominee Robert Kennedy grilled about his vaccine skepticism, still refusing to reject claims that certain vaccines cause autism. Those claims have been disproven. Meanwhile, Kash Patel, Trump's nominee to lead the FBI, clashed with Democrats, over his past statements about the media, but made a break from Trump when asked about commuting the sentences of January 6th rioters. Finally, Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's pick for intelligence chief, was questioned by members of both parties about her past statements supporting Edward Snowden. Gabbard and Kennedy could face an uphill battle for confirmation, while Patel seemed to win widespread support from Republicans. Israel has received a list of the next hostages due to be released in Gaza Saturday. The 3 hostages are due to be freed from Hamas captivity, including 53-year-old Ofer Calderon, a French-Israeli citizen, 65-year-old Israeli-American citizen Keith Siegel, who was taken from his home, and 35-year-old Yarden Babis, the father of Kafir, the youngest hostage taken from Israel October 7th, 2023. The militant group is expected to release another 23 hostages over the course of the 42-day truce. The FDA has approved the first new type of pain medication in 25 years. The drug Sustrigine is a 50-milligram prescription pill taken every 12 hours after a larger starter dose. It'll be sold under the brand name Jornavax. Unlike opioid medications, which dull the sensation of pain in the brain, Sustrigine works by preventing pain-signaling nerves around the body from firing in the first place. Doctors also believe there is no risk of people becoming addicted to it because it doesn't create the high that opioids sometimes can. This new medication isn't cheap. It costs about $15 a pill. A sinkhole that suddenly opened under a road near Tokyo has captured international attention. Attempts to rescue an elderly truck driver are now dragging into a 4th day. On Tuesday, part of an intersection north of Japan's capital swallowed a 3-ton truck and its driver, a 74-year-old. Authorities believe that corroded sewer pipes may have caused the earth to fall in.
It's a Friday morning 10-second takeaway. Yeah, we're seeing snow to rain and snow to the north, so winter layers as you head out. Allow time certainly into areas north of Spokane and into the mountains of Idaho. If you're going to be traveling, our high today 38.
The Spokane Elementary School is getting a greenhouse. A teacher applied for a grant to bring the greenhouse to Bemis to educate kids on sustainability while giving them more hands-on learning opportunities. Even the crew putting the greenhouse together is excited for the kids.
I think it's great that they reached out and put the wheels in motion to start teaching kids like growing food and vegetables and plants to a little bit more self-sustainability when they grow up and just not have to rely on the grocery stores and this and that. And it's a fun hobby as well.
Construction on the greenhouse should wrap up today. Kids will be able to use it year-round. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:14. It was 5 years ago today the U.S. declared the COVID-19 outbreak a public health emergency. Now, 5 years later, a lawsuit over the virus, vaccines, and firings is about to go to court in Spokane. Story right after the break.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
It's Falco's biggest end-of-season closeout sale ever. Enviro fireplaces are in stock and on sale. Display and demo models with over $1,000 in savings. Don't wait until next season. Get the best deal of the year now at Falco's. Enviro fireplaces are in stock and installation appointments are available today. Ask about special financing and clean air discounts too. Falco's Enviro closeout sale on now. 9310 East Sprague, Spokane Valley.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. It is 6:17. A lawsuit filed against the city of Spokane in 2021 is reappearing in court. The case is between 25 city of Spokane firefighters and former Mayor Nadine Woodward, former Fire Chief Brian Schaefer, and the city of Spokane. Today, those firefighters are celebrating as the case they thought was dead is now very much alive. Madeline Mullins has the story.
It's like a huge sense of betrayal.
Betrayal is how Jer Fuller, along with 24 other firefighters, are feeling after being fired back in 2021 for not getting a COVID-19 vaccine.
I mean, we were just all very perplexed.
All 25 of these firefighters received an exemption from getting the COVID-19 vaccine. However, due to the fact that the city did not provide accommodations for them, they all were fired. Fuller and the other plaintiffs argued that was unfair because other firefighters in Washington with the same exemptions were provided accommodations by their fire departments.
So some of the guys that got fired from the city are now working in neighboring department, responding to calls in the city, unvaccinated, doing the same work.
Shortly after being fired, they filed a lawsuit, but a district judge dismissed it, saying the firefighters did not have a case. After being dismissed by a judge in 2022 and then being reversed by the 9th Circuit back in July, the case is now being sent back to the district court.
We feel like we're finally getting some traction where we, need to go.
Fuller says this news has allowed them to take a sigh of relief.
It's been a bonding experience for us as a group of people that were fired. It's like everybody was kind of going through the same emotions and same challenges with work and life and, income.
Now that the vaccine mandate has ended, Fuller is back working with the city of Spokane's fire department.
It's all I've ever wanted to do was be a fireman and to help people in, a dark time.
And waiting to see if justice is served for him and 24 of his peers. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, here's what we've got. This is a live look over at the parking lot right across the street from us at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It is wet out there in lots of places. It's also white in lots of places. We have 3 school districts running on a 2-hour delay this morning: Valley, Loon Lake, and Warden. And here is a live look on the roads. It looks wet where our chief photojournalist Brian Belanger is. Those wipers are wiping off, looks like rain instead of snow.
He made a good point. He goes, the farther north I get, where there's nobody living, it's dark, so you're not going to see what's happening. Okay, so here in our metro area, it's rain. By the way, nice red for the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Vets wearing red to remember everyone deployed.
That's what we do on Fridays.
That's what we do. Tracking snow is what we're doing this morning, and we've got that all over the place. Doppler radar busy. So we've got rain here. We've got rain-snow mix as you go to the west on Highway 2 in around Davenport, head up north. Now we're seeing this snow. Highway 2 is snow covered all the way into Newport from Colbert, and then 395 also going into Deer Park is snow covered and could get a little crazy. So rain in the lower elevations, snow into the higher elevations, temperatures into the mid-30s all morning long. We're going to have upper 30s expected for the afternoon and for this evening. Now we're going to get a break between noon and 2. We're going to see some nice breaks there. But then it's going to return. It will be rain as temperatures will be into the upper 30s all the way through tonight around bedtime. And I'm talking Friday night bedtime, not a Monday through Thursday bedtime of 8 o'clock. 35 into the valley right now. Deer Park at 32 degrees, and we've got Hayden at 32. So one of the warmest mornings we've had in weeks. When we look at what we can anticipate, it's going to be heavy winter weather into the mountains of northeastern Washington, and then the winter storm warning for Idaho and Montana. If you're traveling, Cascades also in a warning. And we're going to see, you know, well over a foot of snow into Snoqualmie Pass. They're saying some of the efforts, and this is off the highway higher elevations, 20 to 30 inches. Stevens Pass up to 36. That's 3 feet, by the way. I'll do the math for you. 6 to 10 at 4th of July. And Lookout Pass, 12 to 18 inches. So that travel for today, even into tomorrow, is going to be very winter-like, and you need to use caution and be prepared. Radar and satellite, we go up to Canada, all the way into California. That's the band of rain on the coast, snow into the mountains, and now the winds tonight, about 9 o'clock. We're going to see those winds in excess of 30 miles an hour. That takes us through the early morning hours of Saturday, and then things calm down. We're expecting, you know, almost 4 inches in Deer Park by the time it's all said and done. But we could see maybe an inch in around our area. South Hill could see 1, maybe 2 inches potentially. But we're going to see highs of 38 today, 36 Saturday, Sunday 34. It'll be flurries over the weekend. This is going to be the wettest day. This is going to be the biggest impact than the winds tonight.
Yeah, and I will say, also, when you're waking up, it is so much warmer.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, too.
It's the warmest we've been in weeks.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, it is now 6:23, a big home win for the Gonzaga women against San Diego. We'll hear from head coach Lisa Fortier and her star player after the break in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's back, the Big Boat Show, 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
At Parker Subaru, we understand that every Subaru is unique.
That's why we offer a wide range of genuine Subaru accessories designed to enhance your driving experience and match your lifestyle. From rugged outdoor adventures to everyday convenience, we have what you need to personalize your Subaru.
Explore genuine Subaru accessories at parkersubaru.com or visit us at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
So what are you learning in Moscow?
Well, the class focuses on nuclear energy, neutrons, electrons, managing underbrush to limit wildfires, muons, positrons, especially alpha particles and isotopes.
Well, I'm studying factors affecting healthcare provider recruitment in rural areas. Meaning?
Idaho forests stay healthy.
Veterans get better healthcare.
Limitless energy.
Well, sounds like we're in good hands.
Laundry call. Let's dig deep, people.
When dirt and stink lingers deep, clean deep with new Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Detergent. With micro scrubbers that penetrate deep into fibers, it's our most powerful clean yet. Arm & Hammer Deep Clean. More power to you.
The ultimate mattress sale is happening right now at More Furniture. We've slashed prices to give you the absolute best deal in town or online. Right now, get this 12-inch Sleepmore Queen mattress with memory foam and copper-infused technology for only $4.99. Or get the 12-inch Sleepmore Hybrid Queen mattress combining memory foam with cooling gel for only $5.99. No matter which you choose, you'll get free shipping on your new mattress. Hurry into your local More Furniture for a test rest today.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
2 weeks since their last home game, the Zags were welcomed back to the kennel with a sea of red. And after their win against San Diego tonight, the last thing these Zags are seeing is red. Coach Lisa Fortier challenged this team to plug and play where they needed. With 2 veterans out tonight, she says they did just that.
Well, I was really pleased with Bree and Mick. And obviously, Vonnie played great. And there's a lot of people who you can look at on the stat sheet. But Bree didn't necessarily fill it up, but she's playing out of position. And, she keeps it going. She gives us some confidence out there.
With Mount Hybens still in concussion protocol and Esther Little out with personal matters, it lets players like Bree Sallenbein, McKinley Dalen, and Taylor Dalton try to fill the gaps.
They brought exactly what we needed to the team, to the court, into the game, and that's all you can really ask of them, and they performed how they needed to.
Vonnie Jim added her name into another record book. She's the only player in the WCC and program history to hit 1,000 career rebounds and 2,000 points. It was a lower scoring affair, but the Zags got the job done against San Diego with a final score of 64-48. Ejim was also the team's leader in points and rebounds. Dalton was 1 rebound behind with 7 on the night. Up next for Gonzaga, they're hosting Pacific right here in the kennel on Saturday. That game tips off at 2 o'clock. Reporting inside McCarthy Athletic Center, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
What a win. It is now 6:27. As we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the tight-knit world of U.S. figure skating grieving an unfathomable loss.
It's a close, tight bond, and I think for all of us, we have lost family.
The Skating Club of Boston confirming 6 members of its community were on board the ill-fated American Airlines flight.
The skaters, the people who were on that plane, they're our family too. And our community means so much to us.
This morning, Olympian Nancy Kerrigan showing up for athletes and families in this time of grief and speaking to GMA.
If I could do anything for somebody, that I just wanted to be there to do it.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we remember the victims of the devastating crash, plus the very latest on the investigation, live from Washington. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Years of hard work, decades of dedication, committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia and invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
Winter can take a toll on your heating system,
but regular maintenance keeps it running smoothly and saves you money on utilities. At Bill's Heating and AC, we're proud to offer comprehensive maintenance for just $59. And with 24/7 service, you can rest easy knowing we're always here when you need us without breaking the bank. So don't wait for a costly breakdown. Protect your home this season by calling Bill's Heating and AC and schedule your $59 maintenance today.
New year, new ride?
Yep, we've been helping people find theirs since 1983.
Exceeding expectations is what we do here. Come see us at George Gee Kia, Spokane.
Make your new ride the 2025 Kia Sorento EX Hybrid all-wheel drive, starting at just $325 a month.
Choose George Gee Kia, Spokane for your new ride.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lakes or shop SpokaneKia.com.
A Sleep Number smart bed is perfect for couples. The Climate 360 smart bed is the only bed that cools and warms on each side, and all our smart beds adjust the firmness for each of you. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
When bad allergies attack, trust Claritin to keep you in the game. Nothing is proven more powerful for continuous non-drowsy allergy relief. Live Claritin Clear.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker kicks off this half hour with some of the morning's headlines. Today marks 5 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in the U.S. January 31st, 2020 is when the U.S. government officially declared a public health emergency for the coronavirus. It is still unclear how the illness started in Wuhan, China in 2019. The CDC says more than 1 million people died in connection to the virus. Researchers say the pandemic was also hard on mental health, especially children and teenagers. Green Day kicked off a star-studded concert event in L.A. to raise funds for people affected by the deadly wildfires. The event, dubbed Fire Aid, also saw performances from Billie Eilish, Alanis Morissette, Joni Mitchell, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pink, and Lady Gaga wrapped up tonight, along with lots of other acts in between. The event took place over 5 hours in 2 locations. Viewers were encouraged to call or click to donate money to wildfire-related causes. Donations are still coming in, so we don't have a final tally, but the concert raised $60 million just from ticket sales and corporate sponsorships. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin. Nance and Natalie Grant is off this morning. It is the final day of January the 31st. Snow falling. We are under a weather alert. Let's get right to Mark with your first alert forecast.
With a weather alert day because of the potential for the heavy snow, and we're seeing that to the north. We've got rain into Spokane and rain, snow mixed or freezing rain to the west as you head out on 2. But we do have that snow falling, and we do have snow-covered roadways on Highway 2 and 395 once you get past Colbert and Deer Park. So just take it easy. Little caution advised there. Right now, 35 into the West Plains. We do have rain. We've got snow into Coeur d'Alene, 32 degrees, and a little rain snow mix to get through Post Falls. Take a look at the 4 things we want you to know. It is a weather alert day today because of this, and it's been well advertised. Snowy morning commute to the north, afternoon rain for Spokane. It'll continue, but gusty winds moving in tonight. Those gusts 45 miles an hour. So the forecast radar has us with this rain, snow mix and snow until about 1 o'clock. We're going to get a break. We're going to get then another round coming in about 3 o'clock. That's going to roll through. Now tonight about 8 o'clock, we're going to see another backside to this thing as that moves out and that cold front moves through. Now we're going to see those winds gusting overnight. It's going to be hit and miss flurries for Saturday. We are going to see a high today of 38 degrees, but temperatures in the mid-30s now, and that's going to continue all the way through this evening into 9 and 10 o'clock. So it is going to be very mild but wet for this afternoon and this evening.
This is a live look this morning at the recovery efforts in the Potomac River, where crews will work in the rain today to recover the remains of 67 victims of Wednesday's collision between an American Airlines jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter. We have just learned 40 bodies have already been recovered, and we are learning more about some of those victims from that crash. ABC News has identified at least 20 of the people on board. Many of them were part of the U.S. figure skating community. Some of their families are speaking out about their loved ones gone too soon. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, family and friends in mourning for each of the 67 people presumed dead in Wednesday's crash. Among those killed, a beauty queen, a mother of 2, a woman who caught an early flight home for her birthday, and at least 14 people returning from an elite figure skating camp, including the Livingston family, Donna and Peter, and their 11 and 14-year-old daughters, known as the Ice Skating Sisters on social media. 16-year-old Spencer Lane was also at the camp, posting this video of one of his performances just days ago. His final photo was from inside the plane. Lane was with his mom when they crashed.
I had been tracking their flights, and it was kind of strange because I had seen that it seemed like the flight had landed, but their phones weren't on and they weren't like popping up.
The two planned to take a connecting flight to Rhode Island, where Lane's dad was waiting. Doug Lane telling WCVB he didn't know there was a problem until he saw the notification that a plane had gone down in the Potomac.
And I was just like, oh my God, and my heart just started like exploding out of my chest, and I just started scrambling from there.
13-year-old Gina Hahn, seen here competing earlier this year, was flying with her mom, while 12-year-old skater and cancer survivor Brielle Beyer was with her mom, Justina. Brielle's dad and brother were waiting for them on the ground.
I saw all the fire trucks and everything go by, and I knew. I called an air traffic controller friend of mine, and she confirmed it was their flight.
The loss of life, devastating the tight-knit skating community.
The skaters, we are all connected, so when something happens to one of us, it reverberates through everyone.
Not sure how to process it. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
Which is why I'm here.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Lawmakers in Olympia are trying to find ways to fix the ongoing child care crisis by taking some financial stress off of providers. The hope is that this makes child care more accessible for you. But will that be the case? Alexandra Konyart spoke with local providers to find out how much this legislation is expected to help.
Down the street, as I was skipping down the street.
The sight of smiles and sounds of singing are the norm at the Nest Community School, but offering this quality education and care doesn't come for free.
Nobody goes into the childcare business to make money. We're in here to serve our communities.
Chelsea Inman is the director of Nest Community School. As she puts it, childcare is a public good that is almost completely in the private sector.
It's small businesses that are paying payroll.
Senate Bill 5130 would eliminate licensing fees for providers. At the Nest, this annual fee costs around $480. For larger providers, those numbers can go into the thousands.
That could be the difference between making payroll and not making payroll.
And while eliminating this licensing fee does help, there is still a long way to go to make childcare in our community more affordable.
For us, so it's better than nothing. But honestly, it's not going to even be a blip on our radar as far as finances.
Heather Theodorson is the director of Happy Hearts, another childcare facility in Spokane. If this bill goes through, it would marginally benefit them by helping break even with the center's rise in insurance costs. While both Theodorson and Inman are happy to hear on these efforts to make childcare more accessible, they both believe more is needed.
These kids are the future. And if we are not creating a safe environment for these kids, and we are not creating a healthy environment for these kids, mentally, physically, emotionally, then we're failing.
I know that there's a lot of other steps that need to happen, and they need to happen kind of soon for childcare to remain something that's feasible for families and for businesses.
Reporting from Spokane, Alexandra Konyarts, 4 News Now.
2 new basketball courts, a tennis court, and 6 new pickleball courts. These are some of the features coming to Green Acres Park in Spokane Valley. Parks Director John Patelli says the area around Green Acres Park has nearly doubled in size since the park was developed in 2012. He hopes this project takes an already nice park and updates it so everyone in the area can find something to do.
It's also going to serve a broader demographic, so we're doing things for the kids, making the playground bigger, but we're also adding athletic facilities. There really aren't any here right now, and so I think we're going to serve a more diverse population that way.
Construction on the park will begin in mid-March, should wrap up in July. During that time, Green Acres Park will be closed to the public. It's going to be nice to be able to get out and enjoy our parks. It's now 6:39. We're ready for it, but not today.
Not today.
Not today.
We're seeing the potential for snow, less than an inch for Spokane. We're seeing rain right now, but Deer Park, 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow. And as you go north, the amounts just build. We take a live look as we head towards the Y. Again, it's for the most part rain or rain-snow mixed, but it does become snow once you hit Deer Park.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $15,520 off or 0% APR on a new Sierra 1500 Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
General Mustard's Chicken. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
We're on with what's new this morning. What's happening now.
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now and next at 5 and 6 a.m.
Right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good morning, Northwest and GMA.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
I've been in the sporting goods business all my life, and what my customers tell me is they want American, made in the U.S. They want tough, rugged, and durable. They want freedom, and freedom to go where they want and to get back safely.
America's low boats, powered by Mercury Outboards, along with Elephant Boys Boating Store, can give you that freedom. At Elephant Boys Boating Store with Mercury Outboards, we have what you want.
Meet Gomer Pyle, musical Marie. Watch Me TV over the air on KXLY 4.2.
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $9,000 off or 3.9% APR on a new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
It's now 6:42. Students from a local elementary school presented a project to Washington state lawmakers this week. Regal Elementary students have been researching the issues of pollutants contaminating the Spokane River for months. After learning about the problem, they wanted to try to make a difference. So they brought the issue to legislators in Olympia. During their trip, they toured the state capitol and spoke with lawmakers about the lead and other toxic materials polluting our river.
We want to get all that out using either reverse osmosis, which is a filter that uses pressure, and there's also phytoremediation. Phytoremediation is when you use plants as a filter.
We're all learning something this morning from them. The students also met with 6th District Representative Jenny Graham, who they say took extra interest in their project. Great job, kids. Hey, it is time to snuggle up with a cup of hot chocolate. That is because today is National Hot Chocolate Day. Make some at home, stop by a coffee shop, they'll make you one. And of course, feel free to top it with whipped cream or marshmallows. You get our permission on that. Yes, Mark?
When was the last time you made real hot cocoa? You know, with the powder and milk and...
ooh. Long time.
Okay, just checking, because the Keurig is pretty quick, and the tiny little marshmallows are the bomb. All right, we're seeing snow. We're going to see some of that snow turn to rain. We've got rain downtown. Winter layers as you head out. Allow time on the commute. 38 the high today.
I love those little marshmallows. You and your family can celebrate the Lunar New Year in Spokane at the Convention Center tomorrow. Beginning at noon, you'll find live performances like lion and dragon dances, enjoy Asian food and tea samples, and shop with more than 100 local vendors. 5,000 visitors will get red envelopes filled with gift cards. It finishes the whole thing with a fireworks show at 7 tomorrow night, and it is all free to attend. Good Morning Northwest time is now just about 6:45. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
My name is Bob Rambo, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had lymphoma. I was kind of scared to death, and the doctors recommended I go to Summit Cancer Center. Everybody on the staff there is super neat, nice, and it's kind of like a homecoming. I had lymphoma, and they cured that. I'm very thankful for this cancer center.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
The Harlem Globetrotters 2025 World Tour is here. We're coming to Beasley Coliseum on February 4th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
Save now at the 2025 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 30th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2025 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom, located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
7 years ago is a pretty great way to start a speech. But if it's also the same age as your furniture, it might be time for a home refresh during the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and check out special purchases while they last. Or score 60 months no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
Good morning and welcome back. It is 6:47 for the first time in a while. Some of us are getting some snow this morning. We do have a few school delays to tell you about. Loon Lake Valley School District and Warden are all running on a 2-hour delay. This is what most of us are seeing, though, where it's rain or rain snow. It's really something. This is a live look this morning from our chief photojournalist.
Yeah, heading out on the Newport Highway just past Yokes, and that'd be the turn to Mount Spokane, where they've got about 1.5 inches of snow so far.
Okay.
So snow is falling perhaps in the important areas, the ski areas.
Okay, there you go.
They really,
important.
really need the snow, and they're really hoping for a great weekend. I think it's going to happen. We look at the Doppler radar. It is busy, but it is, again, rain that is reaching up now all the way to Deer Park. North of Deer Park, they're seeing the snow accumulate. Newport as well, and on Highway 2 as you head up. As he passes that, gets past Colbert, then we're going to see the roads that are white. So to the north, that's really where the snow event is. It's 32 in Deer Park, 33 9 Mile, but mid-30s along the I-90 corridor until you get into Post Falls, where we see 32 degrees and maybe some rain-snow mix. That's what we're going to be seeing. Where it's colder, I know this sounds silly. I was going to say, you know, stupid, but I can't. It's a bad word. But to the north, it's cold enough, it's snowed. In our area, it's warm enough, it's rain, and we're going to see that area move around. We're going to get a break middle of the day. We're going to see that from 1 o'clock until about 3. Should see a break. We're also going to see gusty winds firing up about 9 o'clock. That'll take us through into the early morning hours of Saturday, and then it calms down. But those gusts to 45 miles an hour. Now, the amount totals have been changing about every other hour, but we're looking at maybe potentially 4 inches into Deer Park. But south, you see immediately that it decreases to almost nothing, and that's going to be the trend, that it's warm weather for us into the lower elevations. As we head north, it's colder, more snow. 38 for our high today. 34 into Colville. Look at the Tri-Cities, near 50 degrees. So no snow into the central part south, but rain, snow mixed possible as you go through Ritzville. 36 Saturday, 34 Sunday, and then it's going to get cold into the mid-20s. Our daytime highs are going to drop off, and we're going to see that. But more importantly, our overnight lows, pay attention, this is not going to be happy for you. We're going to see temperatures into the single digits by the end of next week.
Nope.
And potentially
No,
zero. So we need to deal with this, prepare for the cold weather coming middle and end of next week.
Okay, and I guess the good thing is that we won't have both at the same time.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
We'll look at the positives. It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprints coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
It's back, the Big Boat Show. 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Hospice of North Idaho wants to send you on the trip of your dreams. Enter to win this nearly $5,000 travel voucher to visit London. Flights for 2. Stay at a 5-star hotel.
The winner will be announced Saturday, February 1st at Hospice's premier wine tasting and auction event held at the Coeur d'Alene Resort, featuring acclaimed wines paired with the area's finest culinary delights.
Bid on silent and live auctions. Purchase raffle and wine tasting tickets at hospicewinetaste.org.
Let's take a flight to Flight 509 Family Fun Center in the Spokane Valley. Get lost in 22,000 square feet of adventure for the whole family. Climbing, spinning, paddling, striking, leaping, launching, exploring, invading, celebrating, and so much more. No, doggy. At Flight 509, fun really does take flight.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress.
Walk with me. We need to get the word out and fast.
Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save.
In English.
That's $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
Save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift.
I'm still gonna need more, people.
Got 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all-hands-on-deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready for your Friday in the morning sprint. The recovery efforts continue this morning in the Potomac River for victims of Wednesday's deadly midair crash. And here at home, it's a weather alert day. Mark is tracking when and where we might see some snow for that morning commute. But first, the man accused of shooting and killing a Peppers Middle School student will soon return to Spokane. Glenn Dylan Berkey made his first appearance in a Missoula County court. He fled to Missoula after Saturday's shooting. That is where police arrested him Wednesday. He was wanted for firing into a house in Hilliard, with one of the bullets hitting 13-year-old Gavin Looper, who died shortly after. Berkey told the judge he wanted to waive extradition to Spokane, giving police here the green light to pick him up as soon as possible. He's charged with murder and assault in the second degree, as well as drive-by shooting. SPD says it will keep us updated on plans to get Berkey back to Spokane. The city of Spokane and Spokane County are at odds over a bill that would change how 911 communications are funded. Emergency communications are partially funded by an excise tax, which is currently based on population. House Bill 1258 would determine that tax by call volume instead. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown says the city is working on developing its own 911 dispatch center after Spokane Regional Emergency Communications voted to exclude the Spokane Fire Department from its services.
All right, we're going to take a live look now in our first alert weather, and we do have wet roadways. There's no doubt about that, but we're seeing snow north on Highway 2 as you head out, and you're going to see that past Colbert, so be prepared on your inbound traffic that you're going to see some slippery roads. Also, 395 has packed snow and ice from Clayton all the way to Colville. So the winter weather certainly to the north, but wet roads all around Spokane. We want you to use caution and give yourself plenty of time. You can see the snowy weather to the north, 38 the high today for Spokane, and we're going to have plenty of rain throughout the day.
Recovery efforts continue this morning following Wednesday's mid-air collision between an American Airlines jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter. This is a live look at recovery efforts in the Potomac River, where crews will work in the rain today, recovering the remains of the 67 victims. 40, as of this morning, have been recovered. But the fallout continues over President Trump's suggestion that DEI programs may have played a role in the crash. Trump also claiming that under the Biden administration, the FAA pushed for the hiring of people with disabilities. This morning, we're learning more about some of those victims of this tragedy. For new details and reaction from family members, tune in to GMA starting at 7. A lawsuit filed against the city of Spokane in 2021 is back on. The case is between 25 City of Spokane firefighters and former Mayor Nadine Woodward, former Fire Chief Brian Schaefer, and the city of Spokane. These firefighters received an exemption from getting the COVID-19 vaccine. However, due to the fact that the city did not provide accommodations for them, they were all fired. The original case was dismissed in 2022, but was just appealed by the 9th Circuit Court and will now be sent back to district court. Today marks 5 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in the U.S. January 31st, 2020 is when the U.S. government officially declared a public health emergency for the coronavirus. It's still unclear exactly how the illness started in Wuhan, China in 2019. The CDC says more than 1 million people died in connection to the virus. Researchers say the pandemic was also hard on mental health, especially for children and teenagers. It was a tough day of questioning for 3 of President Trump's most controversial nominees. Health Secretary nominee Robert Kennedy grilled about his vaccine skepticism, still refusing to reject claims that certain vaccines cause autism. Those claims have been disproven. Also facing questions, Kash Patel, Trump's nominee to lead the FBI, and Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's pick for the intelligence chief. Gabbard and Kennedy could face an uphill battle for confirmation, while Patel seemed to win widespread support from Republicans and Democrats. Green Day kicked off a star-studded concert event in L.A. to raise funds for people affected by the deadly wildfires. The event, dubbed Fire Aid, also saw performances from a whole bunch of artists, including Billie Eilish, Alanis Morissette, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Lady Gaga. The event took place over 5 hours in 2 locations. Viewers were encouraged to call or click to donate money to wildfire-related causes. While donations are still coming in, the concert itself raised $60 million from just ticket sales and corporate sponsors. You and your family can celebrate the Lunar New Year in Spokane at the Convention Center tomorrow at noon. Starting at noon, you'll find live performances like lion and dragon dances, Asian food and tea samples, and lots of vendors. It wrapped up with fire.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
New year, new ride?
Yeah, we've been helping people find theirs since 1983.
Exceeding expectations is what we do here. Come see us at George Gee Kia, Spokane.
Make your ride the new 2025 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive, starting at just $299 a month.
Choose George Gee Kia, Spokane for your new ride.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Through the sound of my voice, it depends on where you're living as to what you're getting. If you're downtown, like this live shot is, you're getting rain. If you're up north in Deer Park, you're getting snow. If you're into Cheney, you're getting rain. We do have rain snow mix in some areas. That's the area of pink, and that's to the southwest of us. We're going to continue to see some heavier snowfall to the north, certainly into the mountains, so be prepared. We're going to get some windy conditions, 38, and look at those temperatures staying all the way through 10 o'clock. The winds will fire up about 8, and then we're going to have flurries over the weekend, temperatures into the mid-30s. So this morning's commute, just allow for extra time.
Thanks so much, Mark. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America, which starts next.